Once upon a time, there was a whale that got beached up on here in Oregon.
Yes.
And we blew that son of a bitch so high into the sky, all over the place.
One of the greatest pieces of news footage ever.
What year was that? The 70s, right?
70-something.
70-something?
Well, let me look that up.
I'm going to say 76. 76, 77. Had to be.
It was in 2020, we celebrated the 50th anniversary, 1970.
Okay, wow. Okay.
1970.
So almost in the 60s there.
Yes.
Blew that thing.
Pre-swag.
Yeah, whoa, yeah.
The whale explosion was pre-swag.
Yeah.
Wow.
I bet your dad talked about it a lot growing up.
More the moon landing than the blown up whale.
I mean, tomato, both very big deals in exploration.
Well, one really happened. So, one wasn't shot in a Hollywood studio. No, but we blew up a whale, and it's probably one of the top 3 things we're most famous for most people that talk about Oregon. Oh, yeah, you guys blow up whales.
Without a doubt.
There's a new beached whale. We have another, and this thing is massive. This is like a full-grown whale, not a baby whale. This is a full-grown whale that's washed up.
A massive whale.
Near Manzinita. I saw Jeff Rust yesterday, and I said, hey, were you there? And he said, actually, we were.
Say hi.
He didn't. He didn't see it.
He didn't want to go see the whale. Was there too many people crowding around it? Was it?
So that's the thing. They want to run tests and do exams on it.
They want to know where it came from.
They want to know all the details because they were
yes.
monitoring it off the coast, and then they knew it was going to wash ashore. So
It's been dead for a while, right?
Yeah.
And then it just slowly washed up.
So people can't actually get near it. They don't want you to get near it, although I'd argue you should have let us. I mean, who wouldn't want to go up to a whale of that size to look at him like, man, that thing just swims in the water?
Think about how many Instagram selfies you could get of that whale, dude.
A lot.
All those hey, look at that, I'm next to a whale.
I'd want to touch it.
I think I would too. What does a whale feel like? Probably like any other big fish, but
Rubbery, I would assume.
I would imagine, but
kind of a vibe.
I've never touched a whale before, so I couldn't tell you the answer to that.
Well, also, I know those whales don't eat people, but can you imagine being in like a kayak and you just see that thing next to you? Aren't you still getting scared?
Without a doubt, you're still getting scared. Whales are terrifying.
Yeah.
And they're massive. I feel like this is such a missed opportunity for us. We're not going to do the right thing here.
You think we should blow this thing up?
This needs to become our thing. We're known for this. Like what's the downside? A few chunks
goes everywhere.
A few chunks of whale are going to land in a backyard. The birds will eat it up. It clears out eventually. How many people and how much media attention would this get? Our beautiful state of Oregon. We could probably use some tourism dollars, I'd imagine.
You think this should become our
tourism
thing?
budget is probably down over the last 5 years of people coming to this state and this area. I think this should become our thing. Every time a whale washes up on shore, we plan it out. You set your date a couple of weeks in advance. Everybody put it on your calendar. We're going to explode the whale on the coast.
Well, but you can't account for when the whale washes up.
Well, you don't know when it's going to come on
But you
shore.
can't delay it because then the carcass will be rotted. It'll smell even worse.
Give it 2 weeks and blow that thing up. It'll be fine. How long is it going to sit there until they remove it? How are they even going to remove it? What's
Probably
the plan?
Like a crane of some sort.
Yeah,
big old flatbed and a crane.
Yeah.
Drive that thing out of there.
You imagine just passing a truck with a big flat extended bed and you just see a dead whale on the back of that
Is that
thing.
a whale in the back of that truck?
Are we in the passing lane right now of a semi with a dead whale
Better
behind
hope
it?
it's actually dead. It starts flapping its fins around.
Does that thing navigate Highway 6 through Tillamook?
You think our thing should be blowing up dead animals?
I would contemplate going to check this out. Would you not? Just to see what it's like.
I would want to watch it, yeah.
You would want to be there in person.
But how do you account for the safety zone?
You going to get Gallagher to come MC the thing?
Yes.
Everybody bring ponchos.
Yes, this is get goggles and ponchos. You can put a hard hat on. You can protect yourself, right? Take your hard hat.
HBO Max special.
Now we're talking. Let's make this thing our deal.
Wherever it is, too, that city could sell like exclusive hard hats with like the city logo on it. That'd be kind of cool.
Just
Make an
raising
extra
money,
$25.
put money in the coffers of the state, left and right here. You're welcome, tourism department.
It'd be a very interesting thing. It'd be like our Niagara Falls. We have like ponchos on. Like, where you going? Oh, dead whale's going to be on me.
I mean, remember the Letterman skit back in the day where they used to just drop stuff off of the roof? That was his, or Will It Float? That was
Will
his
It Float was great.
That was his bit.
Stupid pet tricks.
Yes, this could be our bit. How far can this whale explode? How many, dynamite pieces does it take to make this thing land on the highway a couple of miles away?
If I was in Manzanita right now, piss off. I'm walking up to that whale.
You going to
I'm not
touch
going
that
to touch it. I won't mess with anything. I just want to look at it. I just want to stare at it and be like, man, it's crazy.
That was one of the harder things when you're in Hawaii and they tell you cannot, under no circumstances, can you touch the turtles.
It's really bad.
It's like
for 'em.
against the law. It's horrible for them. I mean, I didn't touch the
I
turtle.
almost got beat up doing it by a local
Oh,
in
you tried
Maui.
to touch the turtle.
Dude, I was very, well, to be honest with you, I had 2 experiences. One was on a beach. Turtle came up. We all crowded it. And I kind of just started leaning in. And a guy who was clearly capable of whooping my ass in a bad way was like, hey, bruh, no. And I was like,
Sorry.
You got it.
Sorry.
You got it.
That was one of the coolest things,
Slowly
though.
backing away.
Yeah, slowly back.
It's hard not to, like when you're under the water, like snorkeling, and there's one with like 3. The urge is there just to be like, dude, I want to, but you don't do it. But the urge is there.
There's a couple of spots kind of out from Maui. There's that little moon-shaped island called Molokini.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so there's a couple of spots in between where there's one they call the cleaning station, but the turtles come over, and then there's little tiny fish that eat all the crap off the back of their shells.
Yeah.
And so, and we were in a smaller boat. We weren't in one of the big, cruiser things.
Should
and
have got a bigger boat.
We can, no, the smaller boat can get there.
It's a Jaws joke.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, and they said, listen, if you just float out there, the activity in the turtles will scatter, but if you just float, eventually they did. There was like 30, 40 giant sea turtles hanging out, and you just floated there, and it was one of the coolest experiences ever.
So we stayed in the north part of Maui when I was over there, and this was the other experience that, thank God, it was. So my oldest brother came for my wedding, and we were staying right on the beach in the north part of Maui, and we went down there early for one morning, and we just happened to walk right near our hotel on the beach. There was a turtle just straight up laying down on the sand. It wasn't like in the wet sand either. It was in the dry sand, and we walked right up to it. I mean, as close as me and you. It had a huge gash that looked like it had just suffered on its mouth.
That's not good.
And it's kind of like innards were kind of showing a little bit. So it's probably coming up. It got attacked by something. And so here it was to rest, to just, hey, what's going on right now?
Trying to recoup on the beach.
Dude, we were petting the hell out of that thing. I'm not going to lie. Me and my brother were just like, oh, this is so magical. We were just rubbing the shell. And
authorities are going to come get your ass now.
Nobody was around, and it wasn't a very big beach, the area where it was.
You touched the turtle?
Oh, dude,
You touched the turtle.
We pet the hell out of it like it was the family dog. And we called him Cheeks. And
it's like the first thing they show on the flight is you're about to land in Hawaii. They give you the little pamphlet, don't bring anything into our state. And then they're like, hey, by the way, don't touch the damn turtles while you're here.
I know, but it was there. It was magical. It was majestic.
It's hard not to. Somebody's saying, by the way, that they thought they read that they're not going to do anything with the whale. They're just going to leave it and let scavenger animals come get it.
It's supposed to be really beneficial for all the wildlife to be able to
Isn't
eat.
it great to get it into a bunch of little pieces and not have it in one spot? Spread it all over the beach. Let all sorts of animals have fun with this thing.
What do you think if the state of Oregon did a poll question on this, do you think more yeses than nos would be voted on of should this become our thing?
I think you would get more yeses.
You think so?
I do think so. Did anyone ever make like a documentary about the 70 whale explosion?
I'm sure OPB's done something on it.
Because I would love to hear from the person, like whose idea, who was the guy in the back of the room that was like, all right, I got an idea, guys.
Well,
Let's
I think I remember.
fill it with dynamite and blow this bitch
Well,
up.
I think part of the reason back then was just the difficulty of getting the carcass off the beach.
They couldn't move it. Yeah,
it was
they
too big at the time.
You could chainsaw through it and do it in pieces, but you put a tarp over it.
Gruesome, dude.
That's not.
What's
gonna look
wrong?
good.
The spine's too thick.
It's stuck.
Chainsaw
stuck in the back of the whale. We only got it halfway through.
I always jokingly say, like, when I'm dead, just fire my body off into the sun, the general direction of the sun. Let me just float nakedly into the sun.
Shoot you into space.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm already in the cosmos. What do I care about this thing?
You can blow me up like the whale, dude. See how far my bits and pieces fly.
Give me a Viking funeral.
That's an arm. Oh my God.
Put me in a boat and then just shoot flaming arrows onto my boat. Let me just float away.
This is our calling card, man. Let's blow that thing up. Let's go, state of Oregon. Get on it.
It is pretty cool to see an animal that big, though.
Live stream it. Charge everybody 99 cents to watch, and the money goes to our tourism department.
Really?
And to pay for fixing potholes in our communities.
See, I would think you wouldn't charge for the live stream. You'd actually go and get advertisers say, hey, we might have like 10,000 plus people
logos
on a live
all over
stream.
the screen.
Hell yeah,
of
dude.
The whale
Put them on the
explosion.
whale.
Hey, Moe's here for the whale whale explosion. Come get some clam chowder after you watch this thing explode.
Lincoln City dives in. Hey, I know it's not Lincoln City, but Lincoln City tourism's great. Check us out up the highway.
I'm glad we still got it, baby. We're still killing whales. They're still floating up on shore.
I don't think we're killing the
We
whales.
still got it, man. We still got it. We still got our
Just
fastball.
died naturally.
Well done, Oregon. I'm proud of you.